Boom. I'm sure we'll give everybody a few seconds to come in here on the LinkedIn channel. But hey guys, this is Chat with Gunner. I believe this is episode 133 right now. If not, we'll get it figured out on the way in. But got a special guest today. Wanted to bring in ISupreme from Oktane Energy Drink. We connected online through a mutual friend, a former teammate of mine, a guy that's boxing now, and a company that he's helping sponsor. And just wanted to reach out and talk about their business and understand a lot more about them. So, ISupreme, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you doing, Gunner? We got connected because so Chris from Viking Fight Promotions, he kind of got this whole thing kicked off, right? After we got connected with him, a few other people started reaching out, wanting to work with us. So clearly, he made some great connections within the industry. So I was happy to hear that someone like him, we're dealing with like good people who do genuine work and people like want to work with and wonder how we got connected with him.
Yeah, no. Chris is a great guy. He's an entrepreneur at heart. He pretty much moved his whole life out to South Carolina to start up this boxing promotion and this plan and become a professional boxer and all this stuff. So he's doing great things. Love that guy, and he's very passionate about everything that he does. So when I saw that he was getting involved with your brand, one reason it kind of stood out is because I'm a huge energy drink guy, and I hadn't heard of Octane Energy Drink. So anytime I see a new energy drink, my eyes kind of perk up a little bit, my ears perk up.
Right.
So I just wanted to see, what it was, how it's different from other stuff, which ones it might be comparable to. So just kind of tell me about how you got into the energy drink business and why it even became a thing.
Okay, so the best way to explain how we got into it is to give you like a quick short story, right? So last year, well, before last year, I knew I wanted to marry my fiance, and she's very business forward. She wants to do things that's going to benefit the family, it's going to benefit everyone outside of just her. So when things started getting really serious last year, and we started talking about marriage, the first thing she says to me was, "Don't get me a ring." And I'm like, okay, she's lying. Like, and like she wants a ring. This is a trick, right? So like it's like a man. I started doing research anyway. And I remember one day we went to a friend's house, and she saw his one of his friends came over for like a football game, and she saw the wedding ring, and her eyes like um got all glossy, and I was like, okay, that's the kind of ring she wants. It was like a pear cut, like a teardrop diamond, right? She's very basic. So I get a ring, and like her intuition kicked in, I guess. And one day, like we're sitting on the couch, and she said, "I hope you didn't get me a ring." And I'm like, I know no one told her, because like the only people that knew was like my mom and my sister. So I was like, yeah, no one told her about it. So I was like, why don't you want a ring? She says, well, because it won't benefit. So I was like, well, what would benefit us in your mind? Like what would help? What would make you feel better other than a ring? She says, I don't care. There's something that will benefit the business, house, whatever. So I was like, all right. So one day she came home from the gym, super excited about something. I was like, what are you so excited about? She was like, you ever thought about creating an energy drink? I said, no, never thought about it. Right. I was in the Marine Corps, right? So I've drank my fair share of them, right? Like they kept me through a lot of dark days and long nights. So I was like, never thought about it. She says, well, I think we should look into it. So we started looking into it. The first guy we went to, he tried to take our firstborn child and charge us for a Tesla. So he was like, yeah, that's kind of outside of what we're looking to do. So things kind of died down for a minute because she kind of got discouraged because we were like a lot of roadblocks. So one day I was like, I'm gonna make this happen, right? So I find a place, Drink Labs. They made it super easy right away, right? Like they walked me through the whole process. So immediately what I did was I had them create a contract, um, like a formulation contract to start the energy drink process. So then I hired a photographer, and I lied to her. I said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do some business photos, some like a nice business photo shoot to like showcase this like us going into business and stuff like that." She fell for it, right? So I ordered us some nice sweaters, like some. Okay, it was in November. Nice sweaters. We did like an outdoor photo shoot. So I was like, to make it even better, let's choose a place that we decided to our last date before we became exclusive. So we went down to the pier. I had everything set up. I printed out these signs, had our families stand behind us. So they all knew everyone was in on it. even a photographer. So I said, keep her distracted whenever I walk away. So I walked away for a bit. She was taking pictures with the kids. And like I see her, and like every time she was like trying to turn around, the photographer like, no, like kept her like attention on him. So I got everyone situated behind us, and they held up signs saying, Tony Marie, will you marry me? And so we took some pictures, and I motioned her to turn around. She turned around and saw both our mothers and my brother, and her mom's boyfriend was there, and they were holding a sign. She started busting out in tears. And I got down on one knee, and instead of putting a ring on her finger, I gave her the contract to Oktane Energy Drink.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, really cool. So pretty much your wedding proposal story is the creation of your business.
Yep. There's everything is tied behind it. If you look all throughout our office, we have everything is synonymous with our proposal. Our business pictures, where we're wearing Oktane sweaters in our proposal, and our engagement photos is Oktane sweaters. We have Oktane stuff all around, but everything is tied into the proposal. And I felt the best way, like that was our story, right? Like our story was that, and I felt blessed to be with someone who didn't want a ring because she felt that it would benefit anyone but herself. She wanted to get something that would benefit everyone, and not only benefit her by having a nice big rock on her hand. So, and then she said, well, if you want to give me a ring, wait till after Oktane is launched for a year, and then you can get me a ring, then I'll feel better. But other than that, no ring. So Oktane is it.
So when did Oktane become a brand? Like, what was day one? What's your proposal? Like, when did you propose?
11/06, so November 6th.
November 6th. So you've been in business for this year, pretty much.
Well, technically since June, right? So like officially, like launch energy drink out. So what we did after we got started, so it took us about 30 days for formulation, right? We were very easy. Drink Labs made it real. They took all the complications out of it. They made it a seamless process. So we were in formulation from November to October. And then from October until like January is when we were doing our sourcing and trying to find a co-packer, because we're a pilot program. Everyone wanted like 50,000 plus cans. And we were like, no, it's a pilot run for us. So we wanted to try to find a smaller co-packer to put our drink together. So that process started in January, officially with Meta Brands in New Jersey. And then we made all the calls. We sourced all of our own materials. We had everything sent there, and they held it. Then our drinks started production in February. February is when everything was canned, and then we were just waiting on our labels. That label design took longer than expected, so which is why our launch wasn't until June.
Wow. Okay. So you launched in June. How's it been so far? So you're about, a month into it. How's launch been?
It's been great. Honestly, like I think we were blessed, and I can't say that enough, right? To be linked with such great people, right? Like from the very beginning. So I'm a power lifter, right? And my fiance, she's a former bodybuilder. So the first thing I did was start like making connections within the powerlifting community, and we got linked with the gym from USPC, and also we got linked with some good people from USPA. So we've been like sponsoring events since December of last year. So we've been sponsoring and getting the buzz out, and we've been showing up to events. We've been going and meeting people and getting. So by the time we launched in June, the buzz was already out there. We made a ton of connections. We've gone to many shows. We've even got connected with some NPC shows in the bodybuilding world. So when it launched, the orders were coming in fast and heavy. Like I remember dropping like truckloads of orders off at the post office, and they told me I need to go to another location because there was too many boxes. So
Wow.
so that's a good problem to have. So they're like, you took up way too much space on our floor. We need more space, so we need you to go to the big location. So
Sure.
So we've been dropping stuff off there. So things went really well. Like everyone who supported us from day one showed up and showed out. I see Ethan asks who is Oktane for.
Right.
Oktane is for everybody. So I'm a Marine powerlifter. My fiance is a bodybuilder, but we're also parents. Right. So Oktane is for I commute. a lot. I used to commute a lot for work. So days driving to work, those long commutes on the road. I'm in the DC area, so it's just a different kind of traffic out here. It's not LA traffic, but it's pretty terrible. So like if you're a commuter, if you're just an everyday person, you're a weekend warrior, you're a power lifter, a bodybuilder, whatever have you, Octane can suit your needs. Each can has 100 milligrams of caffeine, so it's not a ton. And speaking of comparables, our comparable for us, something that we were looking at was something like who is it? Celsius, because we wanted something that had the least amount of preservatives, so it's cleaner and fresher for people. Because one thing for me, I read labels a lot. I read ingredients, and it happened when I was in the Marine Corps. People drank a lot of energy drinks and had heart palpitations. They had a lot of issues, so things were banned. So ever since then, I became more conscious of what I put in my body. Before Octane, I would just drink black coffee before a workout, something as clean as possible. I tried to limit, and then when Rain came out, I was a huge fan of Rain, so that was also part of like my motivation. Like I loved Rain, everything about it, right? So like the can like caught my attention. So I wanted something similar, something that was intriguing, something that was exciting. And so my fiance came up with this. She had a design that came up with this can, and it immediately caught my eyes. Like the Viking type letters, a lightning bolt. I was like, yeah, this is something that I can definitely get behind.
Yeah, and you mentioned Rain. Rain is one of my favorite energy drinks as well. I'm a fan of I like the orange cream and the orange
Yes.
dreamsicle type of a flavor. I don't know what it is. I feel like that's the best flavor you can possibly get in an energy drink. And I don't know if it's because it's kind of blurs the line between like a soda and a carbonated water in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it is. But that's the ones I've seemed to like the most. And I've had just about all of them. Like Bangs are okay. The problem with Reigns and Bangs is it has 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is okay, but you can only really drink one of them a day. If you drink two, you're kind of geeking out, right? And then some people are super sensitive to caffeine, so it's almost like crack for them.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you have like the Celsiuses, and like you're saying, the Octane, and is about 100 milligrams. But then you got like your Ghost and your Zoas, which is the Zoa's the Rock's energy drink, and then Ghost, they're about 200 milligrams.
Yeah.
So where do you kind of see the caffeine percentage playing a part in this? Is it you're not wanting to like geek people out? You're wanting more of the healthy, conscious people, like wanting their vitamins and their amino acids and stuff like that? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, so we didn't want, because a lot of people out there are sensitive to caffeine, right? And our can's only 12 ounces. So you look at Bang and like Rain, for instance, they're 16-ounce cans, right? 16-ounce cans, 300 milligrams. The average person, I believe, only needs about 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. Because like you said, if you drink 2 of those, you're geeking out. And most people don't really understand the amount they need to consume when it comes to caffeine. People that drink, and I was in the same boat for a while. I just took as much as I thought I needed, and I didn't supplement it with anything else. So when we started, we wanted something that can give people the right amount of caffeine to take down whatever they need to take down. Whether it was a workout, whether it's just getting through the workday. And if you need to drink 2, you can drink 2 without going over or fear of going over. I drink it before I work out. So I work out 6 days a week. I go to the gym around 6 to 7 every morning, and I drink it on my way to the gym. About 6-minute drive to the gym, and by the time I get there, I'm ready to go. I never felt jitters, never felt any kind of down, like down feeling or like crashing and stuff like that. And as far as flavors go, it's funny you mentioned the orange dreamsicle, because that was one of my favorites as well. So our next flavor that we're working on as we're gearing up to go to Miss Olympia show in December is orange mango. So that's going to be our next drop.
Hey, that'll be a good one. I'll have to try this, man. Now, if people are wanting to buy some or purchase it or whatever, how do they get it? Is it just a website?
No, so we're on Walmart.com, we're on Amazon.com, and we're on the website. So those are the 3 places where you can currently find us. I recommend going to the website personally. I love Amazon. Amazon's been great. We've got a ton of orders through there, but we give a lot of discounts to our website as well, right? So subscribers get a standard discount on all their orders of 15%, and then we also have discounts that we give all throughout all throughout the month, just to and like that's a get people going and intrigued. And we also we have a lot of throw-in. So my fiance, she loves making the perfect package, right? So she
Mhm.
always like has like some like a ton of throw-in stuff that we was throwing as well. So every package gets some fun throw-ins, whether it's socks, a bag, t-shirt, stuff like that. But at least going to the website, you get a chance to take advantage of some discount codes.
Awesome. So this company, I'm assuming small business. Is it just you and your wife?
Yes. So we funded the entire thing ourselves. Everything is paid for out of our pocket, which is why we went with a place like Meta Brands and Drink Labs, because they allowed us to work with a budget, right, and not have to give up so much up front, because yeah, we have a household, we have kids, there's so much going on, and we have so many things we're planning ahead for, including our wedding, which is in January. So we wanted something that can help us like space out the payments. So but it helped. We pay for everything out of pocket. We have zero debt.
That's really cool, man. That's awesome. And when you're a small business like that, I'm assuming, for you guys, customer service is going to be huge. That's going to be how you separate yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you're woman owned, right? And
Yep.
then you're veteran owned also.
Hmm. Yes,
Now,
sir.
do you also fall into the ethnic group as well, or as black owned business as well?
So we do fall under black owned, because my fiance is mixed. She's actually she's half. So we fall under black
Okay.
owned, woman owned, veteran owned. Um, and we also have a Blue Bunny certification. And we have a few certifications that fall under it as well. So yeah, things as a small business, it does get kind of taxing, right? Because we have our two helpers. My son he's here with us right now in the warehouse, watching TV and like getting some work done. But we handle everything ourselves, whether it's the answers, customer service questions, whether it's the marketing. My fiance, she's the best, right? She is so great with the marketing stuff. She runs all the pages and she's able to get everything going. So everything is done through us. We found the ingredients, we source the ingredients, we purchase it, we do all of our marketing, all the communications. It comes from us, and and the kids as well, as far as packing goes. But the marketing and communications is all through us.
So what's the goals? Like, is there a 1 year plan? Is there a 3, 5 year plan on what you see this being? Is it something sustainable enough to where you guys can kind of handle it on your own? Or are you looking to get to a warehouse, handle all your distribution as well, maybe even just have it bottled up and then everything's labeled there, packaged there, and shipped out from there? Is that something you're trying to get to?
Absolutely. So right now we do have a warehouse. It's not that big, so we have a warehouse and office. That's where I'm at now. So we have a warehouse and office. It's housing two businesses. We have our beauty supply business, which is called Just a Sip. We also have Octane Energy Drink. So everything is ran out of here. Ultimately, the goal is to become a big player in the energy drink industry. There's a lot of money out there to be made. There's a lot of competition out there as well. But everyone finds a way to still thrive, right? Like you have Rockstar, Bang, and Rain, you have Celsius, you have Zoa, you have Ghost, you have C4. Everyone's able to go out there and still make a living. So we figure, why not us as well? And everything that we've been doing, starting to build out from our local community, we're building from our local community out. So most of our partnerships were within this area. So between the local gyms, the local businesses, and we've also have some international stuff. We are sponsoring a Marine Corps bodybuilding show at Camp Pendleton. We have the Armed Forces Classic coming up here in Alexandria. We also have something going. We have a Armed Forces bodybuilding show going on in Texas as well. So we're looking at it. We're attacking our demo, right? Like I'm a Marine and I love Marines. When I got out the Marine Corps, I became a veteran recruiter because I wanted to help military members find jobs. So that is my niche area. That's why I love being around and working with. And so we are attacking that. We're attacking the fitness. We're also attacking the everyday person, right? Like a good amount of people that order from us are just people that's just want to be healthy. They're not super athletes. They're just people that just like working out and enjoy not having too big of a crash.
And I love so much that you said right there, especially the part with you being a Marine, being proud to be a Marine and trying to help out the veterans, as well, and trying to kind of, create partnerships within the area around that whole power base is what I would call it.
Yep.
And, like I told you off camera, my fiance, she was a Marine or is a Marine. I always always mess that up.
Don't do that.
Never was, dude. And she'll beat me up for sure. But so I love supporting that stuff as well. And I played football in college, so I didn't do that aspect of it. I always say that I was too much of a chicken to go and do the hard stuff. But it truly is something that you got to respect people for doing that, and protecting the country and the rights and the freedoms of what we have in the United States of America. And I just want to thank you for your service.
No, thank you. And I will say this, even though you're not a Marine, you have a legendary name. I don't know if you know, but the name Gunner is synonymous with a rank in the Marine Corps, which is like, so infantrymen, which is like a small percentage. They can get promoted to gunner, which is like an expert at the craft. And when you can say you're an expert infantryman, you're a badass. So I think you're doing just fine. I
Well,
think
hey,
you're
I'll
good.
take it. That could have went two ways with my name when I was born. They took a risk. It could have been real bad or real good, and hopefully I lived up to it just a little bit.
Listen, my
But
first name is ISupreme, so expectations were high all around.
hey, I hear you. You got to be supreme, right? So, question for you. You talked about your other business. Talk a little bit more about that, and also your other business experience, other than bodybuilding in the Marine Corps from you guys as a partnership. But what else did you do? What other jobs did you grab experience from, and your skills to be able to feel confident in starting this business together?
That's a great question. So the other business was called Just a Sip, which is a beauty supply business that's meant for both men and women. And my fiance, she got the idea because while she was bodybuilding, she realized that that stuff takes a toll on you, right? And like one of the hush hush words is steroids. And people take it to stay competitive, right? But it takes a toll on your body. So when she was going through the bodybuilding scene, she noticed that women were having problems with having hair loss. It was a multitude of things. So she wanted to create something that can help people battle against those. So her initial product was called the hair serum, which was meant to repair, which like meant to help your hair grow back, repair any dead follicles, and also help with your scalp. And it's not alopecia, stuff like that. It's not scientifically proven to cure alopecia and stuff like that, but it helps maintain those types of things. So that was the initial product, and then from there, she started branching out more. So we have a men's line as well. So I don't have a beard because I'm unable to grow facial hair. I don't know what it is. I blame my father for bad genetics. And there, like I'm 6'3", 240, so I got the height, weight, but the facial hair is done. So we have beard serums, we have brushes, we have facial serums, which is good. So I use them whenever I shave and I clean my face. I wash my face and I use the face serum to help with the healthiness of like a face. And for me, it's great because as a man, like you don't want too much going on, like you want just enough. So I use the products myself, and it gives me like just enough to not be over the top. And then so that's from the business aspect. I do a lot of work in the DMV as a recruiter as well. So for as far as getting to know different people in different industries, I have pull experience from my recruiting history as well. So I work with a lot of businesses in the area. I work with a lot of industries that involve, because I'm a legal recruiter. So contract writing, negotiating, and stuff like that is kind of like that's kind of like the nuts and bolts of what I do. I used to do at one point before I went full time recruiting. So I kind of pulled from that. And actually, hold on, let me.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, she can't hear you, but
Okay.
but yeah, so I took my personal experience from being in the military, being admin, right? And being a lot of like front facing and having to speak with people. And then as a recruiter, same thing, front facing, speaking, meeting, and also negotiating deals. And I was an account manager as well as a recruiter. So I just took all of that experience and just used it for Octane, right? because a lot of it is being able to speak, present, sell, and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, and when you're, I guess, working with your Walmarts and your Amazons, the way they have it set up, I guess it's almost like distributor type sites. Is that how that works? It's like I guess it's like drop shipping almost in a way. Is that, or do they actually store your product in distribution centers or fulfillment centers?
So we get the order and then we ship it out. So it's not drop shipping. Everything is still coming directly from us for now. As we grow and expand, then we'll be able to have a distributor send cases to these places. So if we get an order, they'll be able to just ship our product out. But for now, every time we get an order, it comes through our main site.
Gotcha. Okay, and that's the warehouse that you guys have in Maryland, I guess,
Yes,
or
sir.
Washington. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, man, I enjoyed you coming on. I enjoyed the story. I love a good story, man. And you guys might have the best business startup story that I've ever heard, as far as like your wedding proposal and your ring is the energy drink. I mean, if that doesn't make somebody want to at least buy one case, I don't know how else to pull at their heartstrings. But
Listen, we got some repeat orders as well. People has been buying the cases. They've been we got an order today. Someone bought 2 cases like a week ago, right? And today they ordered 2 more. So they're coming in.
I guess is the next step like, your GNCs and your vitamin shops and trying to get into your brick and mortar stores as well? Or are you just trying to kind of stay e-commerce and distribute from the house?
So we're looking to go brick and mortar, of course. Not brick and mortar, big box stores. So we're looking to go big box stores as we grow. We reached out to some people from GNC and stuff like that. And then
hi Ryan.
Hey kid. Hey Ryan.
It's Marcus. It's Marcus.
Oh, Marcus?
Yeah.
So,
he comes to work with me during the summer, so he's always here. He's our team mascot.
Listen, I told you, Mons is in the warehouse. He's just being quiet right now. But
right.
But yeah, so we're looking to go big box stores. We're just trying to keep building and driving the attention towards the drink, keep making sales, because one thing they want to see sales. They want to see if it's worth their time. So as we grow, luckily for us, we had a crazy month so far, like launch month. So it puts us in good position to reach out to people and stuff like that. And then we're meeting Chris for the first time, July 30th, at the fight in South Carolina. So that'd be some more time. And Chris, he's a fun dude, right? And so we're going to work out the day before. We're going to shoot some videos. We're going to have some fun. And he's a ball full of energy. So I'm looking forward to that one. So so we're going to keep driving traffic, keep driving interest, and keep working with great people. And honestly, I think it'll come sooner rather than later. We just have to keep doing what we're doing, stay on the path, and just keep pushing.
Yeah, we're definitely.
No, I think so too.
Taking our time. Like we're not in a rush. I think we've done the bulk of the gist of the work with getting the formula down packed, getting our co-packer, and now it's just fine tuning. So when we do our next order, it'll be it'll be more smooth sailing. As far as the big box stores, like, we had a great meeting with the CEO of Lobos, who is owned by LeBron James, and she gave us a gem, telling us that it will come. What we don't want to do is get into a big box store and not truly able to fulfill those obligations. And then, we're left paying for a shelf. And that's just not the way to go. We much rather build our community base and that they basically spread the word for us. We're in it for the long haul. We don't want to burn out too soon. The fact that before we truly launched, we had, 4 big time sponsors. So that says enough right then and there as far as our relationship building and what we truly mean and what we stand for, and people are actually getting behind it. And that's the gist of Oktane, fueling our center, fueling our subconscious, and just the good vibes that we bring towards everyone. So we definitely give back into our community. We've already we just gave back to a kids organization called FAT. They create basketball camps for kids, underprivileged children, if you will. So, we definitely, it's just not about pushing out an energy drink, a brand. It's definitely also giving back. And yeah, so we're having fun with this. I think we all our stresses are gone at some point, but we're having fun with it. With anything, it's all about give and take and the trial and tribulation of it all.
And I will say, to go along with that, like something I forgot to mention. Yeah, I don't play soccer. I was a football player and a basketball player growing up, and I ran a little bit of track. But we sponsor a soccer league in our area as well. So it's like an open soccer. So the guy who created it, he's been in the community for like 30, 40 years. He took the business over from his father. So he wanted to give kids a place to go and like do things. Like, so he has soccer, he has Nerf tournaments. So I get in there every once in a while and mix it up, which is it's tragic to see. But
yeah,
but just have fun with the people, right? Have fun with the people, and just continue to spread, and like she said, do business with our local patrons. Another one of our first relationships was a catering business, which is in the same business park as us. She catered our launch party and everything. So it's just like we've best been working with, like I said, good people, local people, and start to build out. And I think, as far as the big box stores, as we gear up for Olympia and we go there, when we look to take that over as well, I think that'll give us even more of a push to incentivize the big box stores to bring us in, and also have enough national or this like recognition, whether it's from our local area or nationally, to where once we put something on shelves, it'll fly off.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And hey, everybody wants to be a national brand, but you got to be a local brand first. And it sounds like you guys are doing the right thing and have the right mindset as that goes. But I appreciate you both coming on. I know you guys are busy, so I'll let you guys get off here and go do what you need to do. But would love to stay in contact and watch the progress of the company. So maybe we could check in here in a few months and see how you guys are doing then. Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
And
can I shout out Drink Labs and the whole team there? You guys are beautiful people in the gym. We can't wait to work with you guys again.
Which has already started. So let's stay in contact. You have my number and I have yours as well. Let's stay in contact. And anytime you want me to jump on again, or you can jump on one of my shows as well. I think a good time would be after at the end of the month. So next month, after I meet Chris and we go to the boxing event. I think that'll unload some nice stories, and then we can get down and just talk about pretty much anything and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it, man. I'll be down to do it.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you.